Good morning. Just doing a little smudge here. Smudging my space. I like to start that way. Clears the energy. This is sage. I'm sure everybody watching already knows, but just in case you didn't. Okay, and that's sage, and it clears energy and it calms you down. Like when you smudge, like something about the scent of it, something about its aromatherapy, I guess, it totally calms and clears, and it just like it gets you back to, it's kind of like a restart button on your computer or something. Okay, let's see. Now, I just want to say I am now a Google partner on this website or this YouTube channel. And that means there's going to be commercials probably at the beginning and the end. And I'm going to apologize for that if you don't like that. But I'm going to tell you, it helps me keep doing this because then I might get a little coin, right? And now this channel's probably not going to make, so much coin, but a little bit for my coffees in the morning or whatever, right? And it's how I'm going to make some money on the channel. And obviously I want to keep doing it. And so I'm happy for that. And I got monetized because I have over 1,000 people watching or subscribed to my channel. So I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, and yeah, we're not going to make a lot of money, maybe 150 a month or something. You know what I mean? Dollars, and that might sound like nothing to you, but it is, you know what? A little bit for doing this. It's a little pat on the back, and I'm going to really appreciate it. And I'm going to take it. So let the commercials play. I know it's irritating. Just let them play because that's how people get money on these channels. And I don't go with people donating. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but it's not necessary. The way I want to do it is through the commercials, so I hope you don't mind. Now, my other channel, Tarot by Janine, that one's got lots of subscribers, and we make a little coin on that too, Guy and I, and we split it. So just so you know why the commercials and why we do that, because really, we couldn't really give our time like this without making some money. So that's why that all happens. And we really do appreciate our subscribers, right? So that's how you make money on YouTube. You let them put on some commercials. And I know it's a pain in the butt, but you just let them play through. It's only a few minutes, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so here we've got the Queen of Swords. Now this is ourselves today. So the Queen of Swords, now she is absolutely sure of herself. The thing about the Queen of Swords, she's direct, passionate in a way that she sticks to her guns on things. She can have really big boundaries, and sometimes we need this. And other times it's too much. She can be too much. Okay, if she comes up as your archetype, you're a very direct person who's more mentally inclined, as in intellectually inclined, I guess I mean, and less emotionally inclined, or certainly you tuck your emotions away and you lead with your mind and your mouth. She's verbally assertive usually, certainly intellectually based. Okay. And she can be a little bit hard on people and herself. So you have to be careful with that. Okay, and sometimes though she's very necessary, right? Because you need to get in your head sometimes and out of your heart just to survive the earth plane, okay? But obviously you can have too much of her. Okay, now the past, something's been offered emotionally. So you had some kind of offer, friendship or a creative project or a new project being offered, or even a new connection with someone, because it isn't emotional. Cups are emotional. Now you're busy with your arms crossed, legs crossed. There's these three options that you see, but there's this one that just showed up right out of the blue. You might not have noticed it yet, and it's an offered cup. So that means a creative offer of some kind, or an offering that involves emotional energy. In other words, possibly romance or friendship, kindness. Something's being offered to you, okay? And it has an emotional content to the something. That's why the cups. But here we are, being really intellectual about it and maybe having boundaries because of fear, right underneath it, fear. So the fear of what? Being offered things emotionally, fear of what that means. What does that mean if we say yes to an emotional thing, if we say yes to a creative project? Fear comes up, possibly from our past, right? Because we've had experiences in the past that have led to emotionally becoming hurt through accepting these kind of offers, right? And or, if it's a work offer, fear of what does that mean in my time commitment, right? So all kinds of ways that could bring up fears for us, and everybody will be different that way. So we're tending to say no to it right now because that card sits on the fence, right? Blindfolded and swords. So thoughts and words. You haven't decided yet. You're waiting. Your arms are crossed. You're saying no to it for now, maybe. Now, this is advice, these two, and they're both about patience and waiting and looking at things from different perspectives. But I do feel like whatever's being offered is going to benefit you if you say yes, but take your time and really think about it and look at it from a different perspective. So when you do say yes, you're all in, because the Chariot goes for something. So I feel like really think about it and understand what's being offered. And then I feel like, yeah, say yes. But first you have to process it properly, right? So you're feeling good about the yes. Like it feels like it's your higher self says you should do it. It'll take you forward, but be sure you're really feeling comfortable with it. That's what that feels like to me. Yeah, get to that comfortable place and say yes, and don't just jump and, you're only halfway to the yes. Okay, now we've got the Three of Cups. So there's some kind of celebration of your uniqueness. So even though you're saying yes to something that's being offered through after some consideration and thought, okay, and it does feel like it's to your advantage once you say yes. The idea is you have to say yes in a real committed way, not just haphazardly. And that's why the patience and wait and look at it from a different perspective and make sure you move into it, truly embracing the thing, whatever it is, right? Saying yes with your heart and really coming into a place where you are accepting it. Yeah. So do accept it, but do it with consciousness. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking. Be conscious of, think about what it means and what kind of commitment it's asking for, but do go ahead with it once you've gave it some thought and really adjusted to what it'll mean, right? And there might even be a good time in the next year to say yes. Maybe right this minute isn't the right time. Maybe there's a caution and wait and become conscious. And then when you do say yes to this, do it with presence and consciousness. Be present and don't just do it, because you're being told to, because I just said to. No, do it through your process. So process it and come to it yourself. But your higher self thinks you're going to do it. But when it's ready, when you feel confident, when you take that step with awake energy, awoke energy. Yeah, do it with consciousness and presence when you do it. Okay, so yeah, come to it in your own time. Now we've got the Three of Cups. Celebrate your uniqueness. So whatever the offering is, whether it's a creative project in the offering and or you're being asked to join in a creative connection with somebody or an emotional connection, stay your unique self in it. Stick to your sort of uniqueness. This person defends their honor. So defend your right to be yourself and celebrate. Yeah, so celebrate your unique right to be yourself. So even though this project and or offering is coming outside yourself, don't forget to be yourself. Okay, now we've got the tower overviewing the whole thing. Now that's a well aspected tower with those other two cards. Okay, so I'm going to call this a well aspected tower. So the tower can, when it's well aspected, which is rare, right? Usually it's a disruptive card, but I'll say when it's well aspected, it just talks about a revelation. So I feel like what's being offered could turn into a revelation for you if you say yes to it. But make sure you go away and think about it so you come to the yes in an you truly feel comfortable with the yes. Wow, complicated one today. Interesting. I'll have to think on that. I'm going to have to think about that. Wowza. Okay, well, thank you so much to all the new subscribers. And do like and share the videos if you're enjoying them, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, go check out my Tarot by Janine channel. Yeah, if you want a little gossip and a little, we get into some interesting things over there. Go check it out. Bye-bye.